Hi everyone, my name is Raven and welcome to my magic garden. I am going to start by giving a garden tour of, the garden down there. Also, you probably know me as Ravenflower on YouTube. Previously on my YouTube channel, I had done a series called Magical Herb Education. I'm going to continue that here because there was a lot of things that I wanted to cover that I didn't get the opportunity to do so. So we're going to take a look at my garden, and that's going to be the first video. And then we are going to break up what is in my garden, how I grow it, different harvestings according to the moon, incorporating crystals, all different kinds of things. And we are going to go through it and how we could possibly use it in our magical practice. Come along with me. Here's the entrance to the garden, as well as down the side, and you can see that there's lots of things that are growing over here. We've got a couple of different kinds of lavender. We've got some flowers. These are daisies that are coming up. There's more lavender there at the end. And let's see, I think I have some ornamental poppies that are starting to grow on the outside over here. Oh, catmint. Got a bunch of catmint. Beautiful, and the bees are loving it. But look at my poppies. They're getting huge. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Poppies are one of my favorite flowers. Absolutely. You can see them. They're big. See it, of course. Look at that. Gorgeous. One of my favorite flowers. And you can see this right here is rhubarb, and then more daisies coming up. And let's go down the side and over so that you guys can see what's going on. Here's that lavender I was telling you about. These are big old irises that should be popping up in any moment. And then here's those daisies, and look, you can even see down in on these little daisy babies. Daisies coming up. Right out the bat, we have chocolate mint. Chocolate mint I like to incorporate in a lot of different spells, but it smells so good. I also have columbine right there. These are some ornamental poppies that aren't doing so well, but I think that they might sprig back. And of course we have the green man right there. This is a type of sage, and I really don't know the name of it, but it was here when the garden was planted, so we did not move it. So there's that. I've got my male representation and my female representation here. And we're gonna go in. Now, when I first got this garden, when we first bought this house, this was all like down. Bear rebuilt the fence and everything all around it, and really put it back together. But we've got some beautiful things growing in here, and I wanted to show you what I've got. First off, the beginning bed, or the center bed, has some nasturtium growing. Nasturtium is absolutely beautiful. It has these gorgeous like red, yellow, orange flowers that you can just pluck off and you can put right in your salad and eat them. They're lovely. I also have, speaking of salad, I've got arugula over there, and then I have some carrots that are not yet coming up, but they will soon. I've got some beets, and then that purplish color item there is mustard greens, and these are actually potatoes. So I've got some potatoes coming up, and I overplanted here, but there's a potato coming back up amongst the nasturtium. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potato plants. So we're doing that. This is lemon balm out of control. You can see how small these beds are. This lemon balm has just taken over, absolutely taken over. And so I got to cut that down, and then I'm going to process it. But I'm waiting to harvest at the full moon. That is something that I like to do. You can plant during certain moon phases, and then you can harvest during certain moon phases. But I want to take it out and probably going to chop right down at the base there, and it just comes back super vibrant. I also have it over there in the corner of my garden as well. This here is raspberry, and there's some raspberries that are coming up, starting to come out. Raspberry leaf is really good for all different kinds of spells, and we're going to go over that too. We've got tomatoes, little baby tomatoes that are coming. This one's getting a little bit bigger. So we only have 3 plants this year because what happens is that it just gets taken over. And these plants get to be like really super high, and it gets a little incredible. So there's that. Here's where I have the carrots. You can see one little carrot coming up there. So that means that more are going to sprout. Oh, there's another one. Yep, it's coming. It's happening. I have planted red lettuce here, but it didn't do very well. So I think that I am going to replant there after I harvest the arugula at full moon. We have garlic, and then we have weeds. These are weeds, straight up. These guys aren't good for anything. They're just weeds, so we can take them out. We don't want them there. I did plant majoram, which looks like it's coming up right there. So I want to make way for that majoram to come on out. So I will get in here maybe at a different time, because now I'm all dirty. And we're going to weed this area so that the majoram plant won't get snuffed out by the weeds. We also have on this side, we have baby kale that's going to be coming up over there. And we also have planted, so blue lace kale. I have a dill plant that's planted there, as well as some other things. And also, look at this. This is asparagus, y'all. This is asparagus. Asparagus takes forever, in a garden to grow. It takes about 3 years for it to reach maturity before it will even sprout an asparagus stalk. And you can see right there, that was an asparagus stalk. They say for the first couple of stalks that come up, you want to let them reseed. So that's what I'm doing. That's what these little guys are here. They're going to reseed this little area. I'm going to come in this afternoon and weed around because it definitely needs it. So there's that. In this bed, we normally plant squash. We haven't done that as yet, but I'm definitely going there. Squash flowers are delicious to eat as well. I've got a blueberry plant here, and then I even have an olive tree right there. More of that lemon balm. A massive rosemary. Massive rosemary. I refer to this as Herb Island. As you can see down there, we've got some chives. We've got some, I believe we have more majoram. And I believe we have thyme. Here we go. So again, got to get in here and get some weeding done, but we've got a little bit of herbs growing there, and even my little purple sage. Little purple sage is still holding on. So I'm going to get in here and do some work over the weekend. There's that lemon balm I was telling you about. And looky here, we actually have what looks like, it might possibly be this year, an artichoke plant. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Artichoke is, I don't know if you've seen thistles before, but the top of the artichoke will look very similar to this on my tattoo there. And yeah, you eat it, you peel it, it's delicious, so yum. All right, we have a cherry tree, and as you can see, little cherries that are starting to come out if the birds don't get them. Last year we got a pretty good mix. We've got our little strawberry patch right here. We have more chives. This is where I also have these lavender poppies that come out. So that will be happening soon. And then we have our apple tree. So this is a little apple tree that has several different kinds. There's Gravesteins. There's like 3 different kinds of apples. But as you can see, they are coming out. They're starting to grow. So pretty soon this is going to be full of apples, and I love to slice them, and I like to dry them, and I give them as gifts. An apple slice, or the gift of apples between one witch to another, is almost like a handshake. Traditionally, it's I see you, you see me, I respect you, let's be friends, witchy friends. That's what that is. This is a work in progress right here. Took a long time to get all of the gravel and everything put down. We still need to do the weeding. We're going to be taking this out, and there's a fence on the other side that's just kind of laying there. There's actually going to be a greenhouse right here. My husband has all of these windows and doors over on the other side, and those are going to go straight in, and they're going to make this space beautiful. So there's that. Look here, there's more potatoes from last year. They decided to grow in these things, so I'm going to have to look at those. On top of that, what I didn't show you is I've got some baby basil coming up, and it needs to get a little warmer for it. Then I have a great big basil bush right over there. I've got another blueberry back in here, but you can't even see it for so much of this lemon balm. But the piece de resistance is this is my bay leaf tree. My bay leaf tree is lovely. I love it so much. It's grown so big. It was only to the top of the garden gate before, and now it is like up there. It is just growing, growing, growing. You can see all of the new growth here. Just gorgeous. I'm going to be trimming down below from the bottom and taking off some leaves. And first, I should say the next video, we're going to talk about bay leaf and how to use it in kitchen witching, how to use it for travel spells, and also general protection. So yeah, I hope that you will join me next time. Till then, have fun in your magical garden.